It's the premiere of Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr. This new weekly show will explore the deep roots and resilience of Altadena's Black community as we track its recovery and reimagine its future. From relief efforts to rebuilding, we're raising up voices, stories, and solutions to build back Black Altadena better and stronger than ever. It's Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr, every Saturday at 10 a.m. beginning Saturday, March 8th, with an encore presentation, Sundays at noon.
James Farr, the man who is the voice for Black Los Angeles.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Well, welcome to another Friday night. We've been doing a series on taking a deeper look at the 60 characteristics of complex trauma. And today we come to a super common one, and it's judging yourself harshly. Or people from complex trauma tend to be very hard on themselves. They tend to beat themselves up in their mind a lot. And so I want to explore that a little bit with you today to understand just kind of what's going on, why we do that, and looking at steps to healing. So let me give you a definition that somebody has said. When other people make mistakes, we may forgive them readily. But that is not our response to ourselves when we make a mistake. We feel the need to punish ourselves. We are kind to other people and may set low standards for them, but when it comes to ourselves, we set impossible high standards that can never be reached. We believe that other people deserve to be treated kindly, but not us. So let me give you examples, and some of you will relate readily to these. You might, on a regular basis, find your brain saying to you, you're stupid, or you're ugly, you're not attractive, or you're not like normal people, in a very negative way. Or you might be looking to start a new job or career, and in your brain you hear you'll never be successful, or no one ever appreciates how hard you work, or you're under too much pressure, you can't handle this type of job. Negative, negative, negative in your mind. And then when you get in...
How many of you have experienced that? It's par for the course. It's part of the human condition. Can you be compassionate and empathetic with another human who is struggling with that mindset, struggling with negative self-talk? Sometimes the judgment that we have for ourselves, we pass on to others. We're so hard on ourselves, we can't help but be hard on other people. That's part of the human condition. But relationship is designed to attract what you are to you so you can embrace what it is and then say, wow, that's why they're here. And this is a way to start working on that within myself. Do you see? If I'm holding myself to a higher standard, you know I must hold you to one, right? It's not your job to hold me to the standard you have for yourself. Defiant humanism. Erich Fromm warned us that love becomes an act of submission when tied to conditions. Defiant humanism escalates this thought, framing unconditional acceptance as non-negotiable. People are married and don't have unconditional acceptance of their partners or themselves. People that are married. Yet neuroscience complicates this ideal. The anterior cingulate cortex, right, conflicts with raw exposure, sparking cognitive dissonance when partners defy expectations. That's Lieberman, 2007. Here, Krishnamurti's Freedom from the Known, his seminal work, becomes an ethical mandate. We must choose daily to release the partner we imagine for the one we have. This echoes in Khalil Gibran's admonition. Let there be spaces in your togetherness. Do you understand? Defiant humanism. When do we learn how to, right, elevate the flawless now over the flawed past? We've got callers on the line. I want to get them all in. Let's get them in right now. I'm going very quickly through these callers. Jerry from Beverly Hills, you're up next. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Well, first of all, are you able to play Jerry Solomon Sings First Stage? I'm Jerry Solomon.
Hey, Jerry Solomon.
On YouTube right now.
How are you? What are your thoughts?
Are you able to play Jerry Solomon Sings First Stage on YouTube?
Oh, we'll find it, and maybe we'll play it for you. But do you have any?
Just a few bars. You'll crack up.
I bet you I will crack up, but I need you to get on topic. Do you have a thought for tonight's topic?
Well, first of all, I discovered that most women over 50 do not date by choice. They just want to be friends.
Okay, I understand. Jerry, guess what you just did, man?
What?
You brought Beverly Hills in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We got to keep it going. Let's get these callers in here. Jack from California. What are your thoughts? California's a big state. Where you from, Jack?
I'm 8 hours from you, bruh. Sassoon City.
Hey, what up, sir? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, man?
Man, first, before we get into it, can you hear me all right? Am I coming through clear?
Yes, sir. You are perfect.
Okay. I don't want to distract from the show. I don't want to stumble from the topic. All I really want to do is just say my thank you to you directly, because you had said some kind words to me last Wednesday regarding my surgery. And I just want to let you know they just sent me home today.
All right.
The surgery went well.
All right.
I really feel like I felt your prayers and your love.
Bless.
And I just want to say that you are an honorable man. I've been following you since about 2017. I'm a little bit starstruck right now, but that's all right.
Nah, man, big love, brother. Big love to you, man. I'm happy that you're okay. I'm happy that you made it through.
Brother, thank you. I just know this is my first time ever calling into a radio station, and I cannot step into the castle without addressing the king. And I just want to say thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I love you so much for that.
Thank you.
And if it's all right with you, I just want to just shout out a couple of people in the chat who also sent their love, if that's all right.
That's all
right. It ain't
right.
going to take but a minute.
All right.
I just want to say, first off, I got to give props to the almighty queen, Attila. She was the first one to welcome me into the room. I got to give a shout out to John Gilbreth, second of his name. He always be calling me out to call up.
Yes,
to grow some stones. Well, I didn't grow some, and I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Want to give a shout out to Nzinga. I got to give a shout out to the big homie True. He be cutting up back there, having me dying. Got to give a shout out to Third Eye. Want to give a shout out to Mimi. Got to give a shout out to Nas X, who changed his name more times than a professional wrestler. And I want to give a shout out. I hope I'm saying his name right. Ida or Ada. These are all people who usually respond to me directly in the chat. And I just want to say thank you. I love y'all. This has been a long experience for me. I've been dealing with this tumor since last June. And for the first time, it's seeming like everything's going to be all right. So I don't want to make none of this about me. I felt so passionate enough to just say that because it was on my heart heavy. And I just want to let y'all know Black is beautiful. I love y'all. And thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Guess what you just did?
Put the Soon City in their throat and made them swallow it. I'm out.
Yes, sir. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We got time today. JW. You already know what it is, South Central Los Angeles. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hey, my brother. First of all, that brother inspired me to let you know my mother's in the hospital. She had a stroke. Lift her up in prayer.
Yes.
Now, going to the topic matter. People's imaginations and fantasy is what drives them, and I don't believe they accept reality for what it is. And I truly think a lot of people have been brainwashed and really are insane because they can't accept reality or the truth. And they don't go internal with their spirit because their mind or their brain allows them to fantasize or dream or be out of touch with what's truth. And if you truly love yourself and accept your own flaws and identify with who you really are, you can see that in another person, and then you'll love that other person like you love yourself while you're going through your learning process with that separate individual in that relationship. I'm going to end with that because I know we don't have much time, but I just had to say that because I was so inspired to bring that to y'all's attention. Goodbye.
My brother, man, we appreciate you. You brought South Central Los Angeles into the conversation. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. I know I got time today. I got time. Let's go. Let's go. Attila from Houston, Texas is on the line. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Tio. Jack is so sweet. OMG. That just makes me emotional. That's really sweet. I'm glad you're well, dude.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was two things that came up for me. The first one being that when the whole forgiveness piece and dealing with unforgiveness, because I'm a Taurus and I deal with this a lot, it's letting me know that replacing one villain for another is not the answer. So that's the first thing. And I'm thinking of that in the context of like parent wounds, right? Like I feel like I originally felt like I had a father wound due to like maybe his lack of emotional engagement, if you will. But then I met my mother wound and I was like, oh, okay, this is the OG. This is the real boss here.
Wow.
And so I say all that to say like, yeah, that's how my mama is the OG for real.
Right.
But I say all that to say like, just because, I ran into a bigger monster doesn't mean that I don't have to defeat the first one. Like, I still have to go through that level. And so I feel like that's something that we deal with when we are not fully processing and forgiving the wounds that we need to. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and lastly, I know we got to go, is dissociation.
Yeah, you got time.
Dissociation being
you good because everybody else, because everybody else was good. They went quick. You got time. We got a little time. Go ahead.
Okay, let me breathe through it, child, because my anxiety be peaking. But speaking about the anxiety, I used to dissociate a lot, and I feel like that was obviously a form of escape, but also a form of like protection, because in me escaping, I'm running not only from me but also my anger, right? So in situations like childhood PTSD, it's not safe to be angry, right? You're not really allowed to be angry. And so that part of myself was shut off for a really, really long time. And the sad part is when you don't have those pivotal moments of transformation, right, you're not really going to have the ego death that you need in order to kind of progress to the next level. And of course, your ego is going to find a way to keep you from that. So what did that look like for me? It looked like people pleasing. And of course, what happens, you just get more and more angry. And so it creates a very like unforgiving, rigid, type of person. Like when Tim Fletcher was talking about being too hard on yourself, I'm like, child, that is me. You tell me all the time. Like, I feel like I'm still getting over this. And I think part of that is because I haven't let go of trying to be the good daughter, the good sister, the good friend, You know what I'm saying? And being good is just not always real. Sometimes it's okay to like just be you in that moment, and it might be a little ugly, but I'm learning. But it's hard for me. So
being
that's all I want
good. To say. Ooh, you cooking, young lady. Guess what? You just did.
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. The Voice of Reason is on complete fire. I wrote in 2019 the Holographic Relationship book. And we talked about quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglements. Science meets the numinous. Thomas Campbell's book, My Big Toe, toe stands for theory of everything, merges metaphysics with quantum physics, suggesting that our intimate relationships exist in probabilistic states until consciousness collapses them into fixed narratives. Meanwhile, Daniel Kahneman's System 1 thinking explains our compulsion to reduce partners to predictable patterns. Where there is a pattern, there is attachment. Where there is attachment, there is addiction. Do you see? Do you see? I was raised like this. That's an addict speaking. That's not a free person. That is a spiritually incarcerated person. Well, I was raised to think. Not for yourself, apparently. Do you see? Do you see? We need radical humanism. How do we learn to be with someone, right, as challenged as we are ourselves? Defiant humanism bridges these realms by inhibiting the present, right? Couples access what David Hawkins themed non-linear consciousness, where healing occurs outside time's one way, one direction, unidirectional arrow. This demands we hold, right, empirical rigor, attachment theories, secure bases, and spiritual surrender. Ramana Maharishi's self-inquiry in paradoxical tension. We don't know how to accept another broken person. They must be on the terms of our wounds. So we're not being humanistic. We're actually being parasitic, usury. If you can't bring me peace, that's an actual request, when peace is an inside job. Do you understand? Love should be a form of rebelling against these patterns, these attachment styles, these unrequited wounds. Love should be an act of rebellion. Do you understand? When we come forward, we got so much more to talk about. Let's get it.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. And millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Ever have one of those days where your gut just feels blah?
Ugh, yes.
Occasional bloating or gas could be signs that your gut is out of balance, but Align Probiotic can help. Align 24/7 Digestive Support is a daily use probiotic with a unique strain to help relieve occasional digestive issues. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand. So when you feel the signs, it's time to try Align. Align Probiotic. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
So your book, of course, is The Tyranny of Merit. And it almost sounds a little bit counterintuitive. If you're me sitting in, class-ridden Britain, you look at the United States and you think, wow, it's not about class there, it's about merit. And if you try hard, you can succeed. But you're saying that now is a false narrative, that class is one thing, but also meritocracy is not what it used to be. Tell me how you analyze the reality in that regard.
Right. There are two problems, Christiane. One of them is that we don't live up to the meritocratic principles we profess. At Ivy League universities in the US, for example, despite generous financial assistance for students from poor families, still, there are more students in these places from the top 1%
than from the entire bottom half of the country combined. So the opportunity to rise, individual mobility, which is one of the great promises of the American dream that has attracted people around the world, doesn't quite fit the facts on the ground. It's harder to rise in the US and in Britain than in many other places, many European countries, than in Canada. That's one problem. But there's a deeper problem, which is the meritocratic ideal that if you work hard, you can rise, you can overcome the inequality we've experienced in recent decades through...
Based on your merit, right? You In our relationships, what are you bringing to the table was created by an economist. It's called equity theory. That's merit. What are you bringing to the table? And just like the example he gave about the Ivy League schools, it's operating, and not necessarily a meritocracy, is operating like an oligarchy. It's for the top 1%. And they control everything, right? They have the resources. They have everything, right? Well, in relationships, it goes that way too. It's supposed to be in a meritocracy, but I would say a spiritual meritocracy, right? What wounds have you healed? What healed wounds are you bringing to the table? I know there are some more unhealed wounds, but what self-victories do you have? No, relationships operate like an oligarchy as well. How? Whoever has the power gets to make the other person submit. That's why I keep trying to say, if you're attracted to power, you're attracted to corruption, because absolute power corrupts absolutely. So say they're not powerful in the dope game or the mafia gang or any other illegal, endeavor. But say they are successful in the political game. Well, we know politics are corrupt. So what's the difference between a gang member and a politician who is corrupt? You're still attracted to the bad boy. You'll call the gang member the bad boy, and you'll say that the politician has power. But if they're doing things that don't help their constituency, that don't make their lives better, that don't make them feel as if they're living in a free country, don't you know that's happening in relationships? Crazy, right? Huh? Defiant humanism can only come about if you have started the self-healing process, because that's where self-empathy can give birth to external empathy, empathy and compassion for others, self-compassion, self-love, self-approval, self-acknowledgement. Look at the entertainment business. The entertainment business is the narcissist. The artists are the self-love deficient. This is why they're so addicted to the adulation of their audience. They get validation from it. When we come forward, the voice of reason, going back to the phone lines, we got more to talk about.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Tyreek Wynn with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. Pope Francis has taken another turn. In an afternoon update, the Vatican said the Pope suffered 2 episodes of acute respiratory failure. He is receiving ventilation. Francis has been in the hospital due to bronchitis and pneumonia. There are about 3 million African American Catholics in the U.S. Forecasters are predicting a large storm system will bring blizzard conditions and possible tornadoes to much of the U.S. this week. President Trump's tariffs on Mexico and Canada will officially go into effect Tuesday. Last week in a Truth Social post, President Trump said illegal drugs continue to pour across the border in what he called very high and unacceptable levels, despite pledges from both neighbors to boost security. Over 1.5 million black people live in Canada. On Sunday at the Oscars, Paul Tazewell became the first black man to win Best Costume Design. I'm Tyreek Wynn on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice.
continue their dream of education, or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
Who cares about the black community in Altadena? We do. On Saturday, March 8th at 10 a.m., it's the premiere of Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr. This new weekly show will explore the deep roots and resilience of Altadena's black community as we track its recovery and reimagine its future. From relief efforts to rebuilding, we're raising up voices, stories, and solutions to build back Black Altadena better and stronger than ever. It's Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr, every Saturday at 10 a.m. beginning Saturday, March 8th, with an encore presentation, Sundays at noon.
James Farr, the man who is the voice for Black Los Angeles.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
To the 100 million people who owe the IRS money, this message is for you. We've helped tens of thousands of people close the door on their tax debt. So if you feel like you're stuck in a hole with IRS tax debt, then this is the easiest way to get a resolution quickly. To qualify for a no-pay or low-pay resolution, visit taxclosure.org to get free from the IRS once and for all.
To keep your bank accounts, income, and assets secure, tax closure is your same-day cure.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or apply stopped, opt out. Individual results may vary. Consult a doctor prior to use.
If you've struggled to lose weight in the past, this important message is for you because you could lose as much as 50 pounds or more with Zelfie. Zelfie makes it easy and affordable to get weight loss treatment 100% online. Zelfie providers can prescribe FDA-approved GLP-1 weight loss medications clinically shown to help people lose weight like Wegovy, Zepbound, and others. Plus, help get the medication covered by insurance, so it's as little as $0 a month.
The doctors are super helpful, and the meds have been a game changer. It's the first program I've had success with.
Before Zelfie, I was unable to lose weight, even though I was eating healthy and exercising 6 days a week. Zelfie helped me not only lose weight, but I feel so much better.
Text GOAL to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie and see if weight loss medications like Wegovy or Zepbound are right for you. Don't wait. Text now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text GOAL to 200-300. That's GOAL to 200-300. GOAL to 200-300.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Small businesses are the heart of America. But you don't have to go it alone. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Get the connections, education, and guidance you need with SCORE. We're ready to help. Find a mentor today at score.org.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
There may not be, as much humanity in the world as one would like to see, but there is some. There's more than one would think. In any case, if you break faith with what you know, that's a betrayal of many, 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 many people. I may know 6 people, but that's enough. Love has never been a popular movement, and no one's ever wanted really to be free. The world is held together, really it is held together, by the love and the passion of very few people. Otherwise, of course, you can despair. Walk down the street of any city, any afternoon, and look around you. What you got to remember is what you're looking at is also you. Everyone you're looking at is also you. You could be that person. You could be that monster. You could be that cop. And you're to decide in yourself not to be.
Here we come full circle. That's the James Baldwin clip that the first clip we played at the beginning of the show was referencing. We're all monsters. Let me explain something to you. This is going to hurt your heart a little bit. You cannot love yourself or anyone until you engage in the act of betrayal. You got to betray the toxicity that molded you in order to be free of it. The highest level of love is unconditional. It's not even viewed as real in the time we live in. It's not viewed as real. There has to be a betrayal of negative self-talk. There has to be a betrayal of insecure attachment. There has to be a betrayal of your norm in order to experience that which is transcendent. All of your damn relationships are designed to satiate the wounds that are operating in the background, which is why you can't be with another human being, a whip, a work in progress. They have to capitulate to the demands of your wounds. I'm not safe unless they make a safe space. I can't be seen or heard unless they open up their ears and hearts. We just did a topic saying that's one of the most toxic traits there is. I need to be seen and heard, yet you won't see and hear yourself. You want your partner to do what your parent didn't do. Come on! Relationship is a spiritual university. The university of you, the true you. But you're afraid of you as yourself. Defiant humanity is what the great James Baldwin was speaking of. You want your partner to cater to your desires. You don't want to look spiritually or philosophically and see that desires are inextricably tied, right, to pain. Once you get what you thought would make you happy, you recognize that you are underwhelmed after getting it and playing with it for a little while. Didn't you learn that at Christmas? 2 weeks after you got them gifts. They were either broken or discarded. And we do people like that. Do you understand? We got callers on the line. Let's get it. Jake, Austin, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Hello? Yeah, nah, you can't be on the phone growling. Where they do that at? They call it... Come on. We can't never take your call, Jake. Dang, that was Austin, Texas. You gone. All right. John, Mountain View, Hawaii. What up, Pastor John?
Greetings and blessings, chat. Let me get this radio call out of the way for just a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
Fax range operation. Stand by, please. Okay.
Oh, he at work. Go ahead, brother. You good.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Trying not to burn down the range. But it's either this acceptance of the violence that needs to take place for you and I, as far as forgiveness, or you take a sugar-coated, fake way of loving yourself and others. Yeah, I'm choosing violence tonight.
I see.
So if you want to love Chat GPT, if you want to love your IG account, if you want to love your Facebook account,
my, yes,
and claim that as love, I'll throw my cell phone at you. Don't even bring that mess my way.
Right.
Yes, it's much deeper. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be difficult. But the difficulties build you in the better way of being yourself.
Right.
So avoiding the work means you're working to get what you want.
Right.
Don't sell yourself short. Again, let the work do its perfectness in you.
Wow. I love that. I love that, brother. Hey, straight from the Big Island. What up, man? What did you just do?
Mountain View is in the house, and I got 6 weeks coming up. You need to tell me where I need to be in L.A., bro.
Come on, man. We going to be in Inglewood at the Cigar Lounge, man. Drobe Stogie, come through.
Aye.
There it is, my brother. Hey, listen. When I come forward, I'm going to drill down even further in the final few minutes of tonight's topic. This has been a very cerebral and introspective and, just really deeply probing topic. I want you to think about what we're talking about tonight. Trust me, man, it's going to benefit you in the long run when we come forward. More from the VOR.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
For all of us, this generation and the next, there is simply no place in our lives for litter. And yet, it's everywhere we look. And unfortunately, it does belong to all of us. So, let's come together and create a litter-free, clean California, once and for all. Remember to properly dispose of your trash and recycling. Secure truckloads with tarps to keep debris from flying out. Clean out your car when you're at a gas station. Take pride in your community by organizing a cleanup event. Or join a cleanup event near you. Zero litter is the goal. Join us at cleanca.com. That's cleanca.com. Let's do it together. Brought to you by Caltrans. cleanca.com.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-511-2112. That's 800-511-2112. 800-511-2112.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project.
Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do you do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail. Because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Good to you. mind. You take that complaining shit way too far.
Beliefs create and beliefs destroy. Please jot it down right in front of you in big letters that stands out for you. Every belief you have either creates or destroys. And the problem is most of us are not conscious of the beliefs that we have. A belief is nothing but a feeling of absolute certainty about what something means. When you're absolutely certain about what something means, you have a belief. You might believe you're really smart. You might feel, I'm not that smart. You might believe you're worthy or not worthy, but all you're really saying is, I feel certain about this. So we have to be so conscious about our beliefs because they literally change our life. Remember I said yesterday, we don't experience life. We experience the life we focus on.
Ooh. Come on, Tony Robbins. Listen. Love is the ultimate rebellion. It starts with an unconditional love for self, not in a narcissistic way, but in an approving way, in a compassionate way, in a self-empathizing way. Love as rebellion. Defiant humanism transforms intimacy into insurgency. It rejects Freud's deterministic past, Skinner's behaviorist carrots, and even the DSM's pathology lexicon. Hacking default neural networks to forge bonds that prize presence over projection. As Glenn Schiraldi's resilience research and Neville Goddard's manifestation principles converge, we glimpse a terrifying truth. Love requires courage to not know, to not control, to not heal. In this uncharted space, where Susan Blackmore's memes of romantic idealism dissolve, we might finally meet each other for the first time. We might finally speak to each other as we are, our true selves, our complete selves, our individuated selves, for the first time. To love defiantly means embracing the whip in the mirror and the other, not as flawed, but as a manifesto of love. Defiant humanism in intimate relationships. Love as existential insurgency. The commodification of love thrives on transactional narratives, partnerships as status symbols, romance as a product to consume. Defiant humanism. Again, it's channeling Sarah Bakewell's humanistic free thinking. Right? It dismantles this market-driven logic by reframing intimacy as a sacred act of mutual witnessing. I am here to witness your evolution as you are here to witness mine. Do you understand? Mutual witnessing. Right? In Zen, there's a practice, right? Sri Kantaza, just sitting. And in Sufism, Mushadahada, right? Sacred gazing. What are you talking about, Zoe? Nobody's doing this. We have to do stuff. I want to go somewhere. I want to go to the Jazz Fest. Right? When was the last time you took me somewhere? Where are my gifts? Show me, prove to me. Love doesn't have to prove anything. Where there is attachment, there is no love. I'm here to tell you, where there is attachment, there is no love. There's addiction. We got to stop calling addiction love. We got to stop calling attachment love. Love is the ultimate form of freedom. There's nothing more free than God. Love is synonymous with God. Do Do you understand? When you are unhealed, you are attached. Even securely attached, you are still attached. You still have an ankle bracelet on your spirit. Do you understand? Presence becomes rebellion when society demands performative affection by refusing to reduce connection to a commodity. Couples reclaim love's numinous core, a space where vulnerability transcends capitalistic merits of value. What are you bringing to the table? Oh my God. Do you understand how important relationships really are? Do you understand why we must become radically, defiantly humanistic in our relationships if we are to ascend love's spiritual ladder? Yes, love is on a spectrum. Right? Right? No, love is not on a spectrum. Attachment is. And as you rise up the ladder of attachment to secure, the next step is to step into the unknown, into love. Do you understand? Tonight's topic was very, very thought-provoking, yes. Right? However, I really want us to take these conversations not as the gospel truth. I want you guys to take these conversations as the starting point of deeper, more meaningful discussions about love, right? About healing, the start of it. Do you understand? Listen, as I always say, I started the conversation. It's really up to you to finish it. Zoe Williams started the week off on fire. Don't get it twisted. I'll be back here tomorrow with another slapper. The voice of reason always cooking with the rawest grease. Let's get it.